Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. Keep in mind that for these readings, I am using only my higher intuitive self. I am not channeling into any spirit guides, positive or negative. Only in the end, I channel through Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So some of you might be in a relationship. Some of you might be in a situationship. You could have been in a relationship before. The deck that I'm using, if I didn't announce that already, is the Goddess Oracle deck. Very interesting. Holy moly. Somebody here feels like the victim. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Capricorn, what happened? Wow, you have anger and rage, you have victim, then you have illness, wellness, followed by order and chaos. These are not good cards because it talks a lot about heartache, a lot of stress, anxiety, depression even. Okay, I'm just going to go through the cards with you first. The first card, the strongest, we have here embracing the shadow. After that we have laughter, followed by beauty. Then we have play, anger and rage, victim, hearth and home. Then we have illness and wellness, followed by order and chaos. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Capricorn, the situation that is now between us is a very awkward situation. Things between us have changed quite a bit. I am now feeling that you are sensing a sense of awkwardness in this connection, a sense of being very uncomfortable in this connection. I also feel that in this connection, you and I have had this friendship. Unfortunately, it is also upsetting that you saw a side of me that was very dark. There's this part of us that is very dark, and you saw it, and I did not want you to see it. Everything that happened between you and I, there is a dark part of me that exists that you were unaware of. And now that you know that part of me, I want you to embrace that part of me too. I find that if you were to embrace it, you would understand who I am fully. But are you ready to embrace that shadow side of me? That dark side that nobody wants to see. The side that you would call very ugly. Yes, I do feel that you and I, we are good friends. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. I feel that in this connection, you and I have this friendship that just kind of lasts. It just stays. Every time I see you, it's like a ray of sunshine. And so for this reason, I feel very encouraged and I feel very inspired being in your company. I also admire you a lot. I admire you so much that I don't only see the outside of you now, I see the inside of you. The inside, this beauty that you have, where your charm, your charisma, your talent, it all comes through. Even when you don't try. That is just a part of who you are. I love your personality. I love your character. And I have seen in you a beautiful friend. Somebody who is very mischievous when they need to be. Somebody who is very beautiful. And somebody who is fun. But I am quite upset. There is a sense of anger and rage, annoyance and irritation about the situation. I feel that things could have been different because now one of us feels like the victim. And I do feel that in you I find that there's a hearth and home. Despite all that, I made you feel like the victim. I overindulged, I took advantage, and I took you for granted, and I kept doing that. I do feel that in this connection, there is this sense of subjugation, depression. Somebody here is holding me down. I do want to reach out to you, but I find it difficult because there are things that are holding me down from below the surface of this water. And it's hard for me to go beyond this and to be with you the way that you would like me to. There is some emotional trauma. There are some things in my life that have happened that weigh me down below the surface of this water. It is difficult for me to even try to escape that. For this reason, I'm extremely confused now. I don't know where to go and what to do. I feel that there's a lack of understanding. I'm at a crossroads, and each road is full of fog, and therefore I do not make a move. I don't walk forward. I don't go because I'm afraid that I might get lost. I'm afraid that I might go on the wrong road. I'm afraid that I might make a mistake. That mistake is simply to avoid anything like a mishap between you and I. I want to avoid making any mistakes. The problem is I know I should make a decision and I should make a choice and I should move on. The problem is I can't move on because I don't know which way to go. Because I am quite confused. I feel that in this connection there's this strong basis. And it's that of friendship. And I feel that I've jeopardized that friendship. Even though I've admired you, I took advantage of you. And And I'm angry at myself for ruining something that could have been so beautiful. This is why I need to make a choice, a decision. I consider you my friend and I can't leave you hanging. It's not right. And this is why it's so awkward. And now the environment is very uncomfortable. All right, Capricorn. This is a very, very different reading. I have not come across this type of combination before. Honestly. I'm seeing two storylines here. For cross watchers, you actually might feel that these are your feelings. But even for you viewers, Capricorn, you might feel that these are your feelings. It's because the type of feelings are very intense. So in this connection, for some of you, I'm getting that just a small portion of you have been in a connection that's very much friend-based, like casual type-based friendship. The problem is that for the others of you who have maybe been in a long-term committed connection, there's a lack of romance there, and now it has come down to kind of like a friendship kind of vibe in this connection. Now, either or, there is anger, there's frustration, and there is irritation over the fact that somebody here overindulged, they took advantage of the other person. And taking advantage could be, monetary-wise, it could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be psychological, it could be sexual, right? It could be so many different types of things that somebody has done to somebody, and somebody here feels like the victim. The only difference here is that only after somebody victimized somebody, they feel now, oh my goodness, what did I do? I really felt that this person was my hearth and home. Wherever they are, that is where the home is. And that's what they feel that they have done. They've taken advantage of somebody who they felt that was like family, like close enough to be a lover who is like family. But what happened right after that, there's illness and wellness. It literally makes them sick to their stomach sometimes. And it also makes them feel very ill in the sense that they are depressed. They are not feeling good. They're feeling a sense of hopelessness, despair. They're feeling very upset for what has happened. And because all this happened, there's a whole lot of awkwardness. But because all this happened, a decision needs to be made. And there's so many clouds and so much fog around, this person cannot make a decision. So it's almost like somebody might have put you in the friend zone, or some type of friendship really got messed up here. Like even in a relationship that's of lovers, we still have that foundation of being friends. Most of us do. So this person, I mean, if you just can't be a friend, then you really can't get along anyway. Friendship is the key to many relationships. But if you don't even have that, then that will break down the romance, the love, the intimacy, everything. If you don't have that fundamental friendship, that is something here that has broken down. And that is something that this person's really irritated about, because they know it's wrong. They know they could have fixed it. They should be fixing it. But they're literally frozen right now because they don't know what to do due to a lack of understanding. All right. That was a very different kind of spread. I have not seen that combination before. All right, let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. This is to see what may have happened in the first place. Okay, you got two cards. I'm going to pull up both. This was on top, so it comes first. So we have here the Prince of Coins, then we have Wisdom, then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, let's have a look at the Prince of Coins. The Prince of Coins here. So why did things start to go downhill for you, Capricorn? We have here, there was a sense of inertia or laziness from this person. They were not working hard enough and they did not have the wisdom to do so. Okay, that's interesting. You have the wisdom here because right next to that you have the wisdom card. Sorry, Prince of Coins. Then you have here on a material level, they were trying to take care of themselves. They were trying to take opportunities and develop things, but they were not able to do so because they did not want to. What happened here was there was inertia and laziness. Not taking action or wanting to take responsibility. So that's what it was. Basically, this person really didn't want to take responsibility because they didn't know really where this connection was headed. This connection was headed in a place where they were not feeling comfortable. And seeing that there's more friendship cards, this person truly did just, for some of you, might have been a friends with benefits connection. And for others of you, might have just been like casual, and that's it. Or even a connection that once upon a time was extremely intense has now turned into a friends with benefits where this person goes away for days or they don't really talk to you, and things have just faded, and once in a while they do. All right, with the wisdom card here, this does talk about how this person has this attitude, this unwillingness to learn, and a sense of superficiality. So this person may have felt or sounded superficial. They were intimidated by intelligence and education. You, Capricorn, might have been a bit more educated than this person, or you might have just been smarter, maybe richer, somehow educated. We also have here feeling limited by a lack of knowledge and understanding. You remember the card that I had here earlier, Order and Chaos. That is a lot of confusion, which also means a lack of understanding. And when we have a lack of understanding, then somebody cannot actually make a decision because they need to understand in order to make a decision. Nobody just jumps into things. That's what this person doesn't want to do. They don't just want to jump into something. They want to know what they're getting into. Now, here, with the wisdom card, it does talk about feeling limited by the lack of knowledge or understanding that they have. But then also, with the Prince of Coins, even though this person knows that they don't have that understanding, with the Prince of Coins, they are not trying to understand either. So they know that they don't get it, but then in their mind, they don't even want to get it. They don't understand it, and they know that they don't understand it, but then they don't want to understand it. You see, that is definitely somebody who's immature. We also have here the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups here talks about how this person doesn't feel emotionally fulfilled in this connection. There's a lack of abundance that they feel. There's a lack of deep emotional satisfaction. They don't want to expand with the family or the friends or the community that you're in. There is a sense of dissatisfaction even though they are uncertain why, because everything looks perfect on the surface. And there is an inability to experience joy. So that's not good. Even though they are aware that everything is perfect, everything looks great. Unfortunately, what ends up happening here is that this person is literally just not growing up. They are not growing up. Oh my goodness. They are stuck in their ways and they are not changing. Now, does that mean, Capricorn, that you can change them? No, it doesn't. Because this person has their own brain, their own life, their own experiences, their own ego. Whatever they're doing because that is what they feel that is right at this time in their life. That is what they feel that they are comfortable with. If they felt that they were comfortable with something else, then their behavior towards you would have been different. The only reason, Capricorn, this person's doing what they're doing is first because they're a bit immature, they're inexperienced, they don't want to gain that wisdom. They are happy in ignorance and bliss. They're blissfully happy. They are so happy because they don't know what the rest of this connection is all about. And they want to stay like that. They also are lacking that sense of emotional satisfaction. But why are they doing that? Because they're not even trying to get emotional satisfaction from this connection. Even though you have been giving them a lot of emotions, this person has not been reciprocating. This person has not been reciprocating in return. So that's a problem here. I see a bit of immaturity. I see a bit of stubbornness here. And I also see the fact that they know that they can be happy with you, but they refuse to be so. They just don't want to. Everybody has their own reasons. Sometimes they're valid and sometimes they sound really stupid. Have a look at my other channel, Asnointia Audio. You might find some videos helpful there. Oopsies, not this one. I have another new video that I just uploaded. It's, let me get this right. It's in and out, on and off, hot and cold relationship. So some of you that might be going through that, you will be able to most likely feel a connection with that video too. Hopefully it'll provide you with some clarity and some guidance. That's on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. All right, let's have a look at any actions, any intentions that this person may have towards you currently. Ooh, 8 of Wands. So they do want, if there has been silence, Capricorn, they want some form of communication. They do want that. We also have here any type of messages they might send to you directly or indirectly. The 6 of Pentacles does talk about wanting to maybe take you out breakfast, lunch, dinner, or something like that. They made a decision and they want to talk to you. We also have here the Chariot card. Now the Chariot card does talk about making and taking action, making a decision, rushing towards a decision, something that somebody had not done before, but now somebody wishes to. So we have also here, with the 6 of Wands, we have a feeling that this person has realized that you are what they actually want, and they want to come back into your life. They want to rush back into your life, but once again, they are very impulsive. This person's impulsive. Be very careful. You're going to have to take things slow with this person. Because this individual is very rash. I mean, it's like I'm seeing right now in my mind's eye a baby, like a toddler. The toddler has a rattle. The rattle has been taken away, and then the toddler starts to make a fuss. The toddler is pouting, doing its toddler 2 things that it does, and it's upset. That's what this person is. You take certain things away from this individual and they start to get really, really upset. They start to whine and pout and sob, making a big deal out of nothing. So just keep that in mind, that is the mentality of this individual. Hopefully they change. Hopefully they grow up. Everybody has their way of expressing things, right? Some people, my gosh, I mean, where I was working, now I'm working for the public sector, yay. But where I was working before in a law firm, there was one particular partner that we had, like filthy rich dude. But oh my goodness, and he was much older, he was like in his 60s. But he used to pout like an immature person. It was strange, but everybody used to laugh behind his back. He was adorable. But he'd literally be a pain in everybody's behinds because he would demand things and he would pout and he would get so angry when he, partner's life is different, right? Everybody that's high stress, definitely. But everybody else was able to handle it differently. That particular individual could not. Everybody used to joke about him and call him a whiny baby. It's terrible I'm using him as an example. But he's sweet though, other than that. He's sweet. He's like, when he's not stressed, he's perfectly fine. He's like cool to hang out with. But this individual is very much like that. If this person doesn't get their way, they become very like erratic. They become very quick, nitpicky, quick to temper. They're not wise. They're not wise. And hopefully one day they'll be able to gain some wisdom and, maintain that, right? Because you need to be a bit more mature if you're going to be in a relationship. I do see this person making a decision and they really want to be in your life. They do have passion for you, especially with the Six of Wands. They want to come back into your life passionately, which is, very sweet. It's very good. Now, I also see here, under the bottom of the deck, the Five of Swords. That is a tad bit of a problem because it does talk about how there may be ego-oriented competition around you. There could be other people calling this particular relationship ridiculous. Either this person's being influenced by people or you're being influenced by people. Could be rumors, could be internal or external. Could be jealous people. If it's not that, then this could also be simply the fact that in this connection, this person does not want you to have anybody else in your life. You see how they're so immature, right? Well, there's also another thing. The feeling where a child says, that's mine. It's mine. This is how they feel about you. You're mine. You're nobody else's. That's literally what they feel. Oh my heavens, what have you gotten yourself into? Aw, whiny crybaby. But the thing is, you need to understand when people are like that, they're very sensitive too. Very sensitive. They cannot handle grown-up stuff. They cannot handle big things, big decisions. They need to be babied. They need to have like a mother figure in their life or a father figure in their life who's going to be extremely nurturing, caring, protecting, who's going to be the alpha, who's going to guide, who's going to lead. That's the type of mate this particular person needs. If that's not you, then this is not going to work out. We can be with guys and women who are very baby-like. It happens all the time, all around the world. But you have to be the right type of person to be with that type of person. But is that what you really want? You have to question yourself that. What I'm seeing here is that this person has a lot of passion. They finally will figure out what they want. But I really don't see, Capricorn, any cups. There's no cups here, right? I don't see that emotional side of them. I'm still seeing that side that, oh, it's a lollipop, but I want that lollipop, that particular one. That's the one I want. What's the logic behind it, Capricorn? Nobody knows. Why only that one? But you are that lollipop. They just want you. Passionately, yes. Do I see any type of other emotion here? Currently, no. So if and when this individual comes back into your life, do be careful. Take it slow. They're not going to mature anytime soon. It might take some time. This is probably by far the strangest reading I've done. It's a very different kind of reading. This person's personality is so different. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So we have here, first card's the strongest. We have reconsider, followed by no need to worry. After that, we have remain positive. Interesting. Then we also have here romance. So this is a spiritually based romance, Capricorn. One of you was born to meet this person so that one of you could teach them about life, to guide them, hold their finger and guide them. I mean, when you call this person your baby, like literally, they want to be your baby. They want to be that one that you just take care of all the time. Very different reading. So the first card's the strongest. We have here reconsider. So do reconsider any type of action or intention or words that you're going to say or speak. Reconsider everything that you're going to say or do. Here we also have there's no need to worry about the situation, about the connection. They are telling you here also to remain positive. So it is important for you to remain positive. Things will be good. They will be okay. As long as you also surround yourself with positive people, positive energy. We also have here romance. Now this is a really nice card to have. The romance card does talk about how in this connection there has been this sense or realization, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you feel that it's a spiritual connection. This truly could be, Capricorn, a twin flame, a karmic partner, or soulmate. Could be any one of those. The important thing is that you take into consideration the type of things that you have gone through with this person and how you need to slowly help them evolve and change and grow. You have to be that person who's going to guide them. That's simply just the way it is with this person. We also have here, yes, ask for help for others. Okay, that's good. So yes, it is important. Some of you might be thinking, should I talk to somebody about this or should I keep this to myself? The angels here, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, are saying definitely talk to other people about this. This could be your friends, your family, somebody who you trust. Could be a doctor or therapist, could be a blogger online, somebody who is on YouTube, who's created videos on relationships. Whatever it is, ask for others for help in regards to this type of situation and what you should do when you're dealing with this type of individual. Here we are. It says here you're ready. The card you are ready does talk about how in this connection there have been things that have happened, but at this point in time you are emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready to tackle anything that comes through. We also have here take action. The take action card does talk about in this connection at some point in time you will need to be the one that takes action. You know why? Because this person's a baby. They are quite inexperienced. They may be immature. And what happens with kids that are inexperienced and immature? They're very shy, aren't they? They're very quiet. They go in the corner and they stay by themselves. They don't really associate with others. So you see, this is literally the nature of this person. You are going to have to be the one that's going to have to take action. And piece by piece, win this person's trust. That's the only way, if you want this connection to work. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to work. Very different. Capricorn, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. This has been a truly unique kind of reading. I have not done a reading where I've seen somebody that is like so immature in a way, or inexperienced, but the mindset and the behavior, very much so like that. So if you want this connection to work, like the cards say, like I've mentioned, do it accordingly. Be that bigger person who can guide and lead this person into a better situation. Why is that? Because you have the romance card, this means that your soul's goal, the soul has a goal, its aim and ambition, everything was targeted for you both to meet at a certain time And either you are going to teach this person a lesson or they're going to teach you a lesson. Either way, your soul is going to experience this, and therefore it will be on the soul's resume after we all pass away. Why? Because the soul has a mission. Each lifetime, different time and place, it decides to experiment and have new experiences to be bigger and better than what it is now. Eventually being and ascending just like angels, just like celestial beings, for us to be like them, be like God, in order to flourish into the universe on a spiritual level. That's why it's so important to do and to have all sorts of experiences in life. And that's what the soul does. All right, Capricorn, I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if this resonated with anybody. It's a very particular kind of reading. It's very different. I don't think it's going to resonate with too many people out there, but do let me know if it does. All right then, you take care and stay safe. Bye now.